Hello, and there it is. We have our lineups. Okay, to kick things off, we have Battle B versus Mondo. Mondo, let's go. Mondo's playing tonight. So Battle B versus Mondo in a TVZ. We have DNS versus Creator in a PvP, and Mixu versus Dongregu in a Zerg versus Zerg. Quite a lot of mirror matchups here. At least we're starting off with the Terran versus Zerg, and I feel like this is the one that's most up in the air. To be honest, coming into this, Club NV are a strong team. They have two heavy hitters in Creator and DRG, but their third is a little bit weaker. At times it's Quanta, at other times it's Mondo. Both players are part-time players. They're more amateur up-and-coming Koreans. They've yet to really settle themselves and really make a name for themselves in Code S. In GSL Code S, I mean. So this is a good chance for Berserker Esports to bounce, to fight back, and to start off with a win on the board. Let's go. We're going to be diving into Battle B versus Mondo. Predictions will soon be ready in the chat once we get things underway. As I say that, predictions are open. Place your bets, everyone, for who you believe will take this series. There are three options. We have 2 zeros in either direction or a 1-1 tied score. When it comes to the format, this is a best of 7, but it's comprised by best of 2s, not best of 3s. And we're diving into game 1, spawning in the bottom left corner. We have Mondo for Club Envy, and in the top right, we have Battle B for Berserker Esports. Let us go. Let me just quickly check on. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful. Just quickly checking on our audio settings, making sure everything is okay as we're settling into game number 1. And again, coming into this, I do want to favor Battle B a little bit. I mean, we have been casting a lot more Mondo recently. If you are unfamiliar, Mondo is an up-and-coming amateur Zerg player, and he was competing for Team Envy back in the day. Was, of course, trying his hardest here, playing in online events, playing in online tournaments, trying to qualify for Code S, and then he retired. Around a year ago, Mondo did retire. He rose up kind of in the COVID era of StarCraft, like 2020, 2021, and he did end up retiring. But he recently returned. When I say recently, I'm speaking of maybe 2 months ago, 3 months ago, nearing the start of the year. Nearing the start of the year, Mondo did return to competitive play. Just, here and there, he would start playing again. You're never really gone, that sort of thing. And now we see him competing even harder for Club NV to try to make it into World Team League. Oh boy. Now, I would say that Mondo is still not quite at the level that he once was. He's still trying to gain his skill once again. He's not a full-time player like he once was, or he's not competing as much as he used to. But he's getting there. He is getting there. And I do think that he's going to pose a threat here to Battle B. But I think it's going to be an uphill battle for Mondo. We'll see, though. We'll see if he can bring it all back. I'm looking forward to it. For now, it is going to be a Hatchgas full standard opener out of Mondo. Likewise, Battle B getting into its own racks expand. So standard openers all around, nothing too crazy, nothing too fancy, at least not to begin with. And we'll see where this takes us. I haven't had the luxury, I should say, of casting much of Battle B as of late. We've been able to catch him here and there in an ESL Open Cup. But I'm looking forward to see how Battle B has adapted to the new patch, how he has embraced it. So now the Reaper gets across the map. He's going to be dancing with the Lings. Let's try to focus one of them down. Does get quite low. And is going to be threatening the drones. But the Queen is about to pop out. With the arrival of the Queen, we should force this back. We will manage to snipe one of those Lings. So not a bad pick-off there out of Battle B. Behind this, we have a third CC before Starport. Oh, third CC as the factory is being made at its own location. So a much greedier build here from Battle B. Very fast third base, faster than normal. And that is because of the map. I didn't get to talk about it, but we're loading into Dynasty. Dynasty, of course, is a map with a pocket goal base, and it is typically vetoed by Zerg players. It is traditionally vetoed by Zerg players, but there are no vetoes in WTL. This map was picked ahead of time. The players did not know what the starting map was going to be, and because of that, Mondo is forced here to play Battle B on Dynasty, so there's even more working against Mondo here. Can he overcome? Can he overpower? I mean, we have the Roach Ward on the way. Shouldn't be a surprise. When we have seen Zerg players forced to compete on Dynasty, it has been Roach play more often than not. The reason for this is that Roaches are a way to be able to harass, to be able to apply pressure to the opposing gold base of your opponent. Otherwise, Lings and Banes won't do anything. So we do have to invest into Roaches early on. They're also a very safe way to stabilize and settle into your 3-base setup as well. Mondo is embracing that Roach style. Meanwhile, we have Battle B getting into his 1-1-1 or a third CC before Starport, before Banshee, into Banshee play. As the first Banshee's in production, Reaper does dive in, gets a scout of the main base, is going to be shut down, but does confirm a lack of additional gases, a lack of lair at least in the main. We can see Roaches are on the way though. And these Banshees are going to be ideal. Like, Banshee-based openers are so good against Roach play just because they can do a great job of focusing down Roaches, focusing down Ravagers, but a lot of this is going to come down to scouting this, as the Roaches have been scouted and confirmed by Battle B. Big scout, big moment here from him. Meanwhile, Mondo, he hasn't made a drone in a while. He's going all in. Makes sense. He's not going for a longer game. Not on Dynasty. We're all or nothing. Roaches, Ravagers, Lings, everything is flooding across the map. There's no turning back. And Battle B, can he hold? Can he defend? Banshee does catch some of these Roaches, but they are merely a distraction. Roaches, they drag the Banshee over towards the goal base, and we're headed towards the natural. Hellions in position, but do they get surrounded? Good kiting so far out of Battle B. Does pull the boys. Hellions, they turn back around. Lings in the main base are going to be cleaned up. They are forced back. And it looks like Mondo, he has control of the natural, but he's going for the kill. He's going for the main. Whilst they will be connecting here on the tech lab of all things, we do manage to get a couple of SCVs, but Mondo is running out of steam, he's running out of units. The all-in, it does not kill Battle B. And now Mondo's in a rough position here. He's being cleaned up. He has to kill as many SCVs as possible. He gets 15. That's okay. The problem here is that Battle B has a third CC, and Battle B has a goal base. Battle B, honestly, he's fine from here. He's still ahead. Battle B still ahead. He has Stim on the way. We have Cyclones, additional Banshees. His goal base is still fully operational, and it makes up for his dead workers. And soon Battle B is going to be counterattacking and harassing with his Cloak Banshees. And yeah, Mondo is still trying to recover from here. Is droning. Now, I'm curious if Mondo's going to drone up to 3-base saturation and go for a second all-in. I feel like that's gonna have to be the play here. Going for a longer macro game, it's gonna be difficult. But we shall see. As the Banshee does try to skirt in towards that third. Well, that's not able to. We can see that Mondo, he hasn't taken the goal base either. Again, because it's difficult to do so here against Terran. And in Battle B, he does maintain his lead. As a reminder, we have an even worker count, or yeah, more or less an even worker count. Battle B has the goal base, he has mules as well, so he does have the economic advantage. Just now, you can see Mondo getting into 1-1, getting into Roach speed, getting into a Bailey nest. But I'm most curious about whether or not Mondo will saturate his fourth, and we have our answer. He will. That is 7 drones on the way, so he is saturating the fourth base, which means he's going for a longer game. He's macroing. Oh boy, bold move here out of Mondo. It's not going to be, I mean, neither option was going to be an easy one here for Mondo, whether it was an all-in or trying to macro. So we'll see if he can take it here to Battle B. There's a world where you could take a really good fight. If he's able to get a surround, if he's able to catch Battle B unsieged, there is a world where Mondo can swing things in his favor, but he is relying on Battle B making some mistakes. As for now, Battle B has been quite passive. Now that the medevacs have arrived, okay, we can go for some drop play. We can finally be active on the map, we can move out. Bailing speed has begun. We have Ravagers and Bailings on the way. Mondo trying to build himself up. Battle B has taken a supply lead, as he should. And again, Mondo's supply is inflated as well because of the Roach Ravager. But now though, Battle B, he isn't committing. He's only moving out with a drop. He's not pushing. So Battle B, so Mondo is given time to drone up to 80. He has been able to do so. We have an infestation bit on the way. You see Mondo taking a 5th as well. The 5th is going to be the gold. Is now being taken. And if Battle B gives Mondo more time, then Mondo can catch up. Oh, but this is a dedicated push out of Battle B. He's moving out now with the rest of his army. It's no longer just a drop. Pushing on forward, Rock's going to be knocked down. We are massing Ling Bane. Again, Battle B does have the army supply lead. Supply lead in general. We do have a hive in production, a bold move that will give us access to Vipers, but we do need more time. And we do manage to get one tank, but the rest of the army is slipping on forward, and Mono does not have enough. He's got a handful of Banelings, a handful of Ravagers. And again, it was going to be a really tough issue here from the failed all-in. It was going to be a really tough kind of road to travel here for Mono to bounce back. So far, good spread here out of Battle B. He does get a good concave here, pushing back the Ravagers. Does shut down the Ling Bane, and Mondo is being forced further and further back. Yeah, and again, there just is not enough. Outside of sending in all these piles, and we are able to avoid them. We can see Battle B just rallying across the map. Battle B, he knows how much of a lead he has. He knows that now is the time. Tank does get piled down. The final tank has fallen. Mondo, can he hold on a little bit longer? He's got Banelings on the way. The hatchery, it's so close, so low, so close to going down, so low. We get on top of the Ravagers. Ooh, that was the backbone of Mondo's army. Down to one Ravager. Good split here from Battle B. Avoids the Banelings. We're getting on top of the Queens, and again, it was a losing battle here from Mondo. Did try to macro out of a difficult situation. Hatchery goes down. GG gets called, and Battle B will take game number 1. GG. GG, well played. Again, basically, from the failed all-in, Battle B had a massive lead, and Mondo had to make a really tough choice there, whether to try to go for a second all-in or try to macro out of it. We saw that tried to macro, and last Battle B did press his advantage, did not slow down, did snowball out of control. GG. GG, well played. Battle B does take the first game. I do see in the chat, of course we see it as well, there is some latency going on. As a reminder, we're fine on our end. That's why there's no latency with my voice, there's no latency with the camera. But unfortunately the clean feed is a little bit unstable. It has been the case for the past couple of broadcasts. It usually evens out. Basically what's happening is that the only people in game are the SC Boy observers. SC Boy, of course, are the organizers of this tournament, and they do feed us the clean feed, or feed us, their stream essentially, via a VPN. And again, it's not the most stable of connections from China to the, to places like Twitch, or places like YouTube. So because of that, the clean feed is unstable, and it's what we have to work with, unfortunately. And hopefully things stabilize, and they usually do. It usually takes like a game or two, and then things will be smooth sailing from there. Usually. Oh. As we're getting into our next game, one moment though.